I wear this hard hat and carry these plans because I'm getting ready to start construction, constructing a better business with you. Hi, I'm Wayne Lawrence, Executive Director of the Beechwood Chamber of Commerce. Many business owners cringe at the idea of developing or following a business plan. They may be too busy, don't understand the value, or simply don't know where to start. Just like a well-designed home needs a good architectural drawing, your business needs a roadmap to follow as well. A business plan can help you get on track and keep you there. In this video, we hear from Phil Bessler, Director of the Business Clinic at Baldwin-Wallace College, and Mickey Brown, Relationship Manager at KeyBank, as they discuss the value of a business plan and offer resources to help you develop yours. Enjoy the discussion. Thank you, Mickey and Phil, for joining us. We all know that one of the major investments you can make is really in your home. Whether you're building, you're remodeling, or purchasing a home, it is a big investment. Now, Phil, would you ever make that type of investment, either building or remodeling your home, without some sort of plan?
Well, that's a great analogy to a business plan. So thinking about a home, I guess there are builders and remodelers that can see what needs to be done and sort of execute as they go. But as the owner, I'm relying on them, and I may not know what the finished product is going to look like. So I guess you could build a house without an architectural drawing, but I'm not sure you could build a business without a solid business plan.
Then Phil, why do so many people open up a business without some sort of formal plan?
Well, you know, formal written plans versus the plan that's in your head, I think every business owner has a plan in their head for what they want to do, but they just don't translate it into writing and share it with other people.
So what is in a business plan that can really help a business grow?
You know, there's so much content in a business plan, and the value of writing it down, it forces you to deal with each of those topical areas in a very, very detailed way. At a minimum, you've got to be thinking about competition, the market you're trying to serve. You absolutely have to think about how you're going to market your products and services, how you're going to create awareness to either provide more products and services to your existing customers or find new customers. And the third piece that I'm sure Mickey is going to talk about is the financial portion of the business plan.
Now, Mickey, you certainly can't build or remodel a home without sufficient capital. Why is it so important that businesses have a business plan in order for them to secure capital?
Obviously, the financial piece that Phil was talking about is the most important thing to us generally. We need to see the financials. We need to see, and especially from a commercial lender standpoint, we need to see very realistic projections for revenue, net income, cash flow numbers that will help to repay our loan. That's the most critical thing to us. So a solid foundation, speaking of building a home, you need the solid foundation of realistic numbers for those that will help a commercial lender extend capital.
So besides the financial information, what else is considered in a business plan?
Well, it's a good question. No, a lot of it is important. We need to see a thorough analysis, like Phil was describing, of what's the market, how they're going to penetrate it, and how that's going to help to repay a loan. Now, that's from a commercial banker standpoint. So the market analysis piece is very important to us. But if you're layering on something beyond commercial lenders and you're looking toward a mezzanine finance company or even an equity partner, they're going to look at the market analysis and see what other levers can be pulled, what other markets can be tapped, and how they're going to go about doing that in order to figure out whether they can partner with you.
You know, as I think about a business plan, it really identifies the most important reader of a plan, and with all due respect, it's not really the banker, it's really the business owner. And writing it down, it just forces you to think through a level of detail and then sharing it and involving others in that plan. I mean, I don't know how a business owner could possibly develop the content of that plan in a vacuum, using your advisory board, using trusted friends, maybe key employees, to help you think through many of those issues. And then allowing you to tie that all together in a financial plan is crucial. But if you can't figure out staffing levels from a growth strategy, then how will you ever forecast the proper finances, proper expenses?
Now, Phil, you mentioned earlier that a builder can build a home without some sort of formal plan. But you and I both know he's going to build a much better home with some plan. Can you actually run a business better by having a business plan?
Look at the value of the business plan in just sharing with others. A new client, showing them the seriousness of your intent of maybe getting into a new product or service, or a new supplier that you want to bring on, showing them the business plan. We've worked with hundreds of small business owners, helping them develop their detailed business plans, and the common response is the process of doing that business plan made them think about issues that they never would have thought of in advance.
Now, Mickey, when a builder is building a home, they can rely on an architect and other experts to really help them with their plan, to fine-tune that plan. What can some of the businesses rely on through the financial institutions to help them with their plan?
Well, to answer the question, I think you alluded to it a moment ago. Having a financial company like a commercial lender or an equity partner come in and help on the advisory board level will give you the tools that you need in order to make the plan become a reality. You need to really work on some of those advisors to get the information from them, and specific information too. What is the cash flow coverage? What is your debt service coverage? What level of revenues do you need to see? What should your net income margins be if you want X, Y, and Z for your business? You really need to pull that from those advisors.
And one of the other key points that always comes up in our discussions with the clients of our business plan coaching program is we ask them to think about strategic relationships. Somebody else likely already owns their customer that they want to get in the future, and how can they build win-win relationships with other organizations, other businesses that would allow them access to new customers?
Phil, Mickey mentioned commercial lenders as a possible resource for businesses to build a business plan. Can you think of any other resources out there available to small businesses?
You know, we're very fortunate here in Northeast Ohio. There's a lot of resources available, as Mickey mentioned, getting your banker on your advisory board to help. There's a SCORE. There's other organizations, including the program here at Baldwin-Wallace College called the Business Clinic, where we coach and mentor entrepreneurs and small business owners through the creation of their detailed business plan.
Good. Because, Phil, we're going to mention more about the Business Clinic down the road to our members. We think that's a very important program. Phil, Mickey, any last parting words or comments to our members that might be helpful regarding their business plan?
I think some of the best businesses that I work with do have a plan. They do have a written plan, and they visit it often. And they also get it in front of those advisors. And I've got to put a plug out for some of my accountant brethren and even lawyers too. There are different angles that people will come at to make adjustments to the plan and help you see things in a little different light.
You brought up a great point, Mickey, is how do you use the business plan and keep it current? You've got to visit it often, but you've got to run the business using the business plan. It's not a planning exercise that you stick in the bottom drawer and then 5 years from now redo it.
Yeah, just to layer on one more point, business plans can be modular, and you can only look at one thing. You don't have to look at the whole business plan all the time. You could wake up in the middle of the night and have a great idea for the marketing piece, and then you can adjust that marketing piece appropriately.
Don't be tied down by the plan. You're going to call audibles. You're going to make changes that you hadn't thought of in the plan, and that's okay. You want to take advantage of real-time opportunities, and if it works and if it's good, document it, put it in the plan the next time you revise it.
That is great information. Phil Besler, Baldwin-Wallace College, Mickey Brown, KeyBank, thank you for joining us today. We really appreciate your time and expertise. We hope you learned something today that can help you build a strong foundation for your business. The Beechwood Chamber of Commerce welcomes your comments and suggestions. Until next time, I'm Wayne Lawrence.